This is from one of the Advanced Manual Special Occasion Speeches, and it's The Roast. And the objectives are to poke good-natured fun at someone, adapt humour from other sources, deliver jokes and humorous stories effectively. So would you please welcome Colm Roe. Madam President, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, I'm here tonight to roast Karen O'Donnell. It's supposed to be a good-natured roast, but I'm afraid it might not necessarily be so. The first time I met Karen, it was in at a Toastmasters meeting, and you could smell Karen before you saw her. In fact, you could hear her before you smelled her, before you saw her. Has anyone here ever noticed the very, very large handbag that Karen brings around with her? Do you know that handbag will hold approximately 42 small bottles of wine? And they do jingle a bit. So that's why I say you could hear her. You could hear her jingling as she came into the room, reeking of cheap wine, with a big smile on her face. Well, when I say smile, I use that term loosely. It's a face only a mother could love. Having said that, she is married for many years to a very nice guy called Fran. Now, the fact that he works in a distillery, is deaf and blind, probably has no bearing on the longevity of the marriage. Deaf and blind. I sometimes dream about being deaf and blind. I have listened to every single one of Karen's speeches, and she has given about 40. And I do really wish that I saw, heard, and felt nothing. Especially those feckin' elephants. I don't know how many times I heard that speech, and I used to love elephants. Absolutely love elephants. I'm thinking about becoming a big game hunter. They've even seeped into my nightmares. I dream about the bloody things. Sometimes, though, I dream of an elephant and Karen is sitting on top. And I'm ushering them gently towards the precipice. Sweet dreams. Karen has made us all better speakers. It's true. And the reason for that is Karen speaks so much, so often, everybody wants to get on the agenda. Just to shut her up. William is being driven absolutely demented by people screaming for a speech. New members who are terrified of speaking are crying on the phone, please, please, give me a speech, anything to get her off. Karen is power hungry. She's not happy being president of the club. She had to be division director. So she's in control of 26 clubs. So you would imagine that we wouldn't see too much of her, that she has to pay visits to these 26 clubs maybe a few times a year. But she's at every single meeting. I'm convinced that Karen has supernatural powers. You don't believe me? Think about it. Most speeches that Karen would give are 7 minutes long. And yet, when Karen gets up to speak, it always seems like an hour or 2 hours. I did a bit of research. I got in touch with some of her friends, and they told me that she's quite an entrepreneur. In her day, she set up a dating agency. Very enthusiastic about this. And it was to help frustrated country women find a man. Now, Karen is dedicated when it comes to men. She certainly was. And she insisted on going out on a date with every man that applied for the agency. And she wouldn't charge them the fee, but she made sure that they paid the hotel bill, the room bill, for her research. Karen guaranteed satisfaction. I wouldn't say that Karen is lazy. Actually, I would. She has a master's degree in delegating. She even has 3 letters after her name. CBA. It's not quite the title that you'd see, like the British title. CBA stands for couldn't be arsed. Karen is an inspirational speaker. Karen is somebody who we all aspire to as a Toastmaster. She's dedicated, she's used them all any attitude we want. She is just amazing. That was her roast.